La la la, blah blah blah, testing, 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 and hey, welcome back to D-Loney V8 Motorsports. Coming at you a little formal tonight. It's kind of a big night. Wanted to give a few updates, say a few things, so stay tuned. I'll try to be brief. But wanted to give a quick wrap up of the last couple of weeks. We went up to Tootle, also known as Riverdale Raceway, for the Estranged drag show up there, and had a great time. Definitely could not recommend that more highly. Hopefully you guys have seen the video. It was a pretty hot video. It did really well on the YouTubes, and we had just a blast. It's really hard to describe other than to say the vibe at that event is like no other. It's very laid back. It's a great time. They're light on the rules, and it's an 1/8 mile track. You see all kinds of different cars running, some extremely nice cars. And then also some rat rods. And it's kind of a free-for-all and just a great time. I don't think I'm going to miss that event again. We all were raving about it. We had a blast. It was cool. The video did well, but even if it didn't, we'd be back. So highly recommend. If you're in the Northwest area at all, check that out. I know there was people that traveled quite a ways for that. That event's been growing. Robbie and the crew from Estranged, that car club, has done really well with that event, and it's not to be missed in the future. It's always in August. It's once a year, so check it out. Last weekend was the Woodburn Summer Nationals. We had the usual suspects there out racing. Took the old 55 and tried to raise C-Gas. Everybody was working hard to try to get qualified. We actually, all of us, went out and tested on Friday. George Burns with the 70 El Camino, and Brett Davis with the orange 55, and myself in this yellow thing. We all went out, tried to test, tried to get dialed in. We had some rain issues on Friday, but we were able to make some hits. And Saturday, we all qualified, and we ended up doing really well. We were kind of all over the place. There were some inconsistencies. There was some breakage. The old orange 55 actually had a fuel pump go out. That thing never fails normally, and so Brett was able to steal a fuel pump from his brother Scott and got it back going there, and made all the qualifying runs to get qualified very well, actually. Brett qualified number 3 in D-Gas, which is the 1060 index, so he slowed the car down and got it to run pretty consistent. George was number 4. I think he'd spent some time in the number 1 spot earlier in the day, and so both of those guys were hovering right around 1060, and they were looking really good going into Sunday. My car, I had a heck of a time trying to get it to go just a little bit faster. I think at one point I'm like, anything in the 1060s and I'll be happy. And it went a 69, and then right after that went a 66, and then somehow, tailwind, good air, whatever, it went a 61 at 139. So 961 at 139, which is a personal best speed and ET for that yellow thing. And so going into Sunday, we were all smiles, loving life, thinking we were doing pretty good. Racing against a lot of people from out of state. My class in particular, I was the only one from Oregon in the class out of 11 cars. Everybody was from California or Nevada or Washington. And so anyway, by the end of first round on Sunday, we were all done. And so we got taken out. Lots of really good racers. These classes were on a pro tree. We're not used to a pro tree. We got kind of heavy cars. I can claim old age for myself. Had a heck of a time trying to cut a light against a pro tree. All 3 ambers come on at the same time, and then you got to go. and it's basically all your reaction time. I was able to get under 100 on Sunday. I think I had a 096 or something like that. Nowhere near good enough to compete with the guy from Reno in his 40 Ford pickup. He took me out. Anyway, some really good racing. It was a lot of fun, and it was kind of neat because a lot of guys were from out of town that came up to race this event. And so they hadn't seen our cars, we hadn't seen theirs, and so we got a lot of nice compliments in the lanes for the fleet, the Burns Brothers Performance fleet. So that made it kind of fun, got to meet some new folks. But above all, and I know I harped on this in one of the videos I did, the Nitro Funny Car Show. The Nitro Funny Car Show at Woodburn was epic. There were 14 cars for 8 positions. The bump was a record 569 bump by Saturday night. It was just fantastic. Normally we would have to drive to Bakersfield to see a show like that around here, and it was right in our own backyard. Just awesome. Got to thank Woodburn Drag Strip and their crew and NHRA. Whoever made that deal happen, made that event happen, we appreciate it. If you miss that event, you miss a really good show, certainly for the Nitro Funny Car ranks and for the rest of it. There was a lot of really cool classes. The NE1, NE2 and all that. Hopefully if they do this again, they get the top fuel class in there, because that would be epic as well. So what else? Last weekend, John's 62 Bel Air, the W motor car, I was able to get an in-car video together. That video did really well, and so thanks to those that watched and shared that clip. It just goes to show you something cool like that does not go out of style. That 62 Bel Air, it's kind of plain Jane on the outside. It's actually super well put together, and it's a clutchless, stick shifted. Wait a minute, I think I'm wrong on that. I think that is a clutch assisted, stick shifted W motor that runs deep in the 9s. And so can't get past the cool factor on that big heavy Chevy. Clearly people like it because the video went nuts. So thanks for those that watched it. If you haven't watched it, watch it, share it, like and subscribe. Okay, there's one plug. So talking about the channel. So we hit 2,500 subscribers and went past it. I think we're at 2,560 or something as of tonight. And so thanks to those that have subscribed. It's really wild when you look at the stats that YouTube provides. I get a lot of people that watch the videos, but a really small percentage. It depends on the video, but it's well under 5% of the people that watch are actual subscribers. So it's free. Give it a subscribe if you can. Recommend it to your friends. I did actually make it. It's quite a milestone, and I was thrilled to finally get there. I think my family's probably extremely thrilled because now I'll stop talking about it. But the YouTube Partner Program. So I got accepted into that last Sunday. There's a bunch of hurdles that you have to jump through. If you've done it, you know it's not easy unless you're Cletus McFarland or something like that. It's hard to get all the views. The first milestone was the 1,000 subscribers. That was a while ago, but finally made it last Sunday. So now the videos can be monetized. So we'll see how that goes. I don't think I'm going to be retiring real soon because of the funding from this, but it's still pretty cool, and it's a new aspect that makes this video game kind of fun. So, but definitely want to thank everybody for their help in getting me here. I do appreciate it. I do enjoy this hobby. It's fun to make these videos. I'm videoing and capturing stuff that I like to capture anyway. It's cool to put it up and let others see it, and it's nice to get the compliments once in a while about what I've put together. So thank you. Want to talk about what's coming up. So September 13th through the 15th is the last big race at Woodburn, the Fall Classic. But what's even more important, okay, so the Fall Classic has some great classes that are coming in to run. It'll be a great show. You don't want to miss it. It's one of the bigger shows of the year. But the 3-pedal challenge, it is a big event for the stick guys. I want to say last year it was in the neighborhood of 33 cars in the class. So they have a gigantic stick class that showed up last year for this event. The Eastburns and their posse do a fantastic job getting this event coordinated every year. You don't want to miss it. If you've got a car with a stick that meets the rules, I'll put the rules in the description. You definitely want to bring it out. They have huge payouts, both Saturday and Sunday. It's 2 different races. So you can run on Saturday. If you don't make it or you think you can do better, come back on Sunday. They do a group photo. I think they're probably doing that again this year. They have raffle prizes, you name it. They spend all year getting ready for this event, and I participated in it last year for the first time. I will not miss it again as long as I've got a stick car. It's a really fun event. They roll out the red carpet for the stick guys and gals, so it's not to be missed. The Ziffels 3-pedal challenge, be there or be square, September 13th through the 15th. So once again, thanks everybody for subscribing, sharing, the support. I really do enjoy this hobby. It's a lot of fun for an old man, and I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep trying to get better at it. I'm learning a little bit about how to use the editing tools. I'll be putting disco music in every chance I get just because that's what I like, right? And it annoys my friends. So thanks again. Good night. Have a good Wednesday night. See y'all.